As I've told you, there is a great achievement of Mendeleev's periodic table in the chemistry, but still there are few lacking points which we failed to cover. So just looking, we are just focusing on that those limitations, the minor mistakes. Not it was maybe minor for the Mendeleev, but actually it proved out to be major mistakes, the major limitation which he failed to explain or which he wrongly placed or wrongly did in Mendeleev's periodic table. So just look at it. The first the limitation was, you can see the table, hydrogen is placed in group 1, that means among lithium, sodium, potassium and all. So we know that it resembles lithium, sodium, potassium also, but somehow it resembles the 7th group also. So that means the position of hydrogen was not justified. The second limitation which came is that he was so keen into the properties while he was arranging, see, he was taking the two criteria, that is increasing atomic weights and periodicity into properties, right. But while he was arranging the elements, he went so deep into the properties that he violated the rule of increasing atomic weights at certain places. Just look at the figure, you will notice it carefully. See, cobalt having the atomic mass greater than nickel precedes the nickel. Otherwise, because this periodic table is based on increasing atomic weights, that means the position of cobalt should be next to the nickel. But he was so keen into arranging the elements according to the properties that he disobeyed that first criteria of increasing atomic weight at certain places. That is, the cobalt precedes the nickel. So this is you can say that it is violating that increasing atomic weight rule. Similarly, see in case of argon and potassium also, argon should come after potassium, but argon is preceding the potassium. That means again it is violating the increasing atomic weight rule. So at certain places there were this kind of thing seen, that the element with greater atomic mass was coming first and with the lower was coming next. It definitely obeys the properties, the similarity in the properties, that the properties are increasing or decreasing order, but still it was violating the rule of first the increasing atomic weights. So this was the second drawback that Mendeleev periodic table has. The third is that you can see the arrangement is not in such a proper manner. We get to see the elements in a proper, you can say, the arrangement, but in the 8th groups you can see the triads, elements are not properly arranged. They are just in a group of 3. That means they are occurring, these 9 elements are not arranged in the proper vertical column, they are arranged in the form of triad. So he didn't have an answer for it, because he went so deep, again and again I am telling you, he went so deep into the properties, considering the properties, that he violated the arrangement also. So this was the major drawback, that the 8th element, the 8th period, 8th group you can say, do not have a proper arrangement of the elements in the vertical group as all other groups have. So this was also a drawback. The other drawback, you can look in the table, see, I think you must be familiar with the reactivity series. We have potassium, sodium, magnesium somehow, and after hydrogen comes copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum. So that means lithium, sodium, potassium, they are all reactive metals, and the copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum are considered to be least reactive. They are less reactive actually. So you can see in first group that the copper and the silver are placed among, means less reactive metals are placed along the reactive metals. So that means at certain places dissimilar elements were put together and similar elements were separated from each other. You can easily see in the group 1 that dissimilar elements are put together. Moreover, their reactivity differ, and also these are coinage metals. So how can they be placed among with the more reactive metals? So this was the drawback. And similarly, see, the copper resembles the mercury. They are placed in the different groups. So that means at certain places, in certain cases, similar elements were separated and the dissimilar elements were put together. That was also a major limitation of Mendeleev periodic table. The next limitation which the one can observe is that we get to see that see, it is written carbon 12. We know that isotopes do exist in nature. We did an atomic structure, that there is the you can say that the same element can exist in different forms with same atomic number but different mass number. We know that carbon exists in nature as C12 also and C14 also. Similarly, it is applicable for other isotopes, but in periodic table there is only one C with 12 atomic mass. So where is the position for the isotope? he didn't talk about that. So that was the main drawback, because when we are arranging elements according to atomic masses, we know isotopes have different masses. So that means each element which exists in nature as an isotope should get the different position. But he actually positioned only that element which was occurring in a major percentage. There was no talk about the position for the isotopes. So that was also a major you can say the drawback of the Mendeleev's periodic table. And moreover, the stars which you can see here belongs to the rare earth metals, that is lanthanides and actinides. So they were arranged under the body of the periodic table in this 2 rows. So why not they can be placed into a main body? So that was also a drawback, that a little bit of improper arrangement of the elements which you get to see in that. So there was many limitations, so just list them again so that you can recall easily. First is that the position of hydrogen not justified. Second, position of isotopes not mentioned. Third, similar elements were separated and dissimilar elements were put together. Next, in 8th group we see a triad, so no proper arrangement for the 8th group elements. Similarly, no place for lanthanides and actinides in the main body. So this whole were the main drawbacks. So though he corrected the atomic mass, though you can say left spaces and predicted the undiscovered elements, made the systematic study of 63 elements, but still the limitation persists. But still I'll say that he made a mark in the history of the chemistry, because he was the first one to classify 63 elements. That's a main task, a major task, and clubbing them into a periodic table is something very difficult.